Public distribution system is further divided on the two stages. One is revamped and one is targeted as mentioned by chest number 1. So if we see that BPL, below poverty line, the Anya Yojana is also being implemented by the government.
I partially disagree with chest number 6 because if we have to grow economically, we should see the countries which are above India.
I respect the points given by the chest number 7 and 8 about storage facility, but Prime Minister Narendra Modi declared about the developing of the 700 metric ton storage facility in recent 5 years. So
Good afternoon everyone. So this is the first task of GTO series, that is group discussion 1. In group discussion 1, 2 topics are given to you. You have to choose one topic among those 2 topics and you have to finalize it, and then we'll be having a discussion over that topic, right? So right now I am providing you 2 topics. Listen to the topics very carefully. Both of the topics will be having 3 leads each. What you need to do is, you need to have a discussion that over which topic you want to carry forward the further discussion, right? Then once you will be deciding, I will be repeating that topic, the finalized topic, and we will be having the GD on that topic. Correct? So the first topic is to improve socio-economic status of India. What should be the main focus of the government? 3 leads are economic development, diplomatic development, and community health. Second topic is, it is said that a significant amount of food grains are wasted in our country. In your opinion, what is the best way to reduce such wastage? 3 leads are, first one is improve storage facilities, number 2 is improve public distribution systems, number 3 is either reduce agriculture produce or increase the export. Now I am giving you 20 seconds. You can have a discussion that which topic you want to carry forward.
Gentlemen, let's go with second topic as we all are.
All agreed for second topic? Yes, sir. Fine. So I am repeating topic, right? It is said that a significant amount of food grains are wasted in our country. In your opinion, what is the best way to reduce such wastage? 3 leads are, number 1 is improve storage facilities, number 2 is improve public distribution systems, number 3 is either reduce agricultural produce or increase the export. Time given to you for the discussion will be something around 20 minutes. In these 20 minutes, a person can speak as many times as he wants, but make sure once a person is speaking, other person are supposed to listen to him, and no 2 people are supposed to speak single time, right? For making it simple, what I'll be doing is just keep raising your hands. I'll be giving chance to that person, right, accordingly, so that no fish market type situation will arise. Who want to initiate? Okay, I will be giving chance to chest number 1.
Gentlemen, as we all know that India is the most populated country in the world, having around 140 crore population, and it is tough for any government to distribute food grains to this large amount of population. And according to our data, in India about 74 million tons of grain is wastage. So in my opinion, the distribution, improving the public distribution system will the best way to reduce this wastage.
Jai Hind everyone, as we all know that food is the need of everybody, and although we are facing the issue like the food, we seen that many population of our country is still sleeping without eating, and still we face issue of food wastage in our country. Recently the Ministry of Agriculture in our country declared that about rupees 15,000 crore food wasted in our country. So in my opinion, if we increase our export of agriculture products, we can produce as solution for that food wastage in our country.
So in my opinion, the agricultural waste can be reduced if we have the better storage capacity, because India's status of storage capacity stands at the gap of 166 million metric ton, and that's a lot. And we have to compare India with China because we have the same population almost, and China has the storage capacity of 700 million metric ton. Whether talking about India, we have the only storage capacity of 311 million metric ton. So that shows how much agricultural produce is getting waste.
So as gentlemen, you all said very well. Like just number 1 said, we have a 75 million storing capacity, and I want to correct that it is around 145 million metric ton is a capacity of holding, and according to that, in a latest report, 47% of product is waste. So we have either wasting that, according to me, my opinion, we have to export it by increasing our trade system, by increasing our fair and organizing a diplomatic relationship. These kind of things, we can increase our trade to our neighboring countries or to other countries too.
Friends, we all know a large part of population in India is dependent on agriculture, and the yearly production of our country is around 31,000 lakh tons. And our capacity, if we talk about the capacity as mentioned by the chest number 6, is only 1450 metric tons. So we need to work on the storage facilities. If you see, after the harvest season, most of the agriculture grains are being lost because of the poor weather condition and the poor storage facilities. So what we need to do, we should have a good storage facilities to prevent all these losses, and could be distributed to needy sections of our society, and also could be exported to other countries.
Except just number 1. Because nowadays we can see many villages don't have they can't distribute their things from one place to another place. So that one place have many things gains, and another place but we can't get the things that. So that in my opinion, improving distribution is good.
As we speak by the chest number 8, chest number 7 about the storage facility, the stats given by the chest number 8 about 47% of produce is only we can store in our storage facility. If I give you the example of Kozhikode district, in the time of November, when the monsoon is peak on the Coromandel coast side in Tamil Nadu, there is a wastage of around 4,700 metric tons of grains due to the bad weather, due to heavy rains. It will get rotted and seeded by the water. I think the storage facility and the infrastructure is very important for storing this type of grains, this huge grain productions of India.
Friends, as lots of our former speakers said about storage, I want to say that storing is a good way to improve, to reserve our grains, but we have to distribute that grains to people. We have for managing them, we have to make it sure that every possible way it is going to every needy hands, and for that we can use targeted distribution system, which is our government is regularly trying to do. In this targeted system, our government used to distribute this system by the means of various public associations, by which those people who really want those grains and are in need of these grains get these grains easily.
Sir, I agree with chest number 1 and chest number 5. As mentioned, the storage as mentioned about the public distribution system. So public distribution system is further divided on the 2 stages. One is revamped and one is targeted, as mentioned by chest number 1. So if we see that BPL, below poverty line, the Anya Yojana is also being implemented by the government. Earlier it was seen that only the BPL were not having awareness about food grains, that they are getting 2 rupees, 3 rupees per kg. So the above poverty lines categories all from their end regarded from this, and the BPL are getting useful advantage of this distribution system.
I partially accept just number 2. Actually, if we can see storage is also important for the grain, but improve of distribution is also important for grain, because many people are needed that one person who need that he can't get that things at the time, so that improvement is distribution is very important for us.
I respect the points given by the chest number 7 and 8 about storage facility, but in recent news, our Prime Minister Narendra Modi declared about the developing of the 700 metric ton storage facility in recent 5 years. So this problem can be solved easily, but if we increase our export to the different countries, like we export our agriculture products to the USA and the other nation like the Indonesia and the Brazil, we can increase our export to the African continent, so it can be used in a better way, and also it can improve the economic condition of our farmers, and also it can be, if we seen that in data, 40% of our food production is got wasted even after before eating, so it can be used in a better way if we increase our export.
Yes, ma'am, I totally agree that 40% of the food is being wasted before reaching to the plates of the consumer. But it is generally happening because we are not having the proper storage facility. Also mentioned by the former speaker about the public distribution system. As like for food grains to reach to the local people, we need to have a proper storage facility so that it can be stored for a longer time of a year. And mentioning about the recent program where government is currently looking to expand the storage capacity of India, where we are looking to expand the 700 metric tons of capacity, so that our capacity increase to 2150 metric tons per year. And also, like as I earlier mentioned about the production capacity of India, we have 31,000 metric tons of production capacity. And to increase the export and to do proper public distribution system, we need to focus on increasing the storage facility, so that we can recover it from the loss we are experiencing in our food grain storage sector.
I agree with you all, gentlemen. Like just number 3 said, we have to increase our export. Yeah, we have to increase our export if we have to increase our financial statement or financial. If we gives the financial helps to our farmers, like we have seen that. And just number 8 said that after in storage facility also the 40% of grain is not deteriorated just because we know that like just number 3 also said that by exporting we can increase our trade, and this is only happen just because lack of infrastructure is there, lack of like logistic is there. Like USA is the largest exporter in the world, so India does not do that because India does not have that infrastructure and does not have that logistics. So, and we all know that because of this only the 40% to 30% grain is wasted. So, and by exporting that we can easily achieve these targets.
Well, India needs to work on its export, but we cannot export to the countries when we have a chunk of population living in hunger. So I believe that for that we have to increase our storage capacity, and responding to the point of the distribution system, that also has to pass through Food Corporation of India, that manages that also administrates the storage or the silos of staple crops, for example wheat and rice. So for that to have effective public distribution system, there is a need to decentralize the silos by corporative societies. More private players needs to be incorporated, and more silos needs to be installed by the Food Corporation of India, which has also planned to increase the silos in 196 locations across the mainland of India.
Accept your point, ma'am, but the distribution is just number 3 mentioned about 40% of foods are waste. Because of that, the main reason for it is not happen in all places of India. It is happened for some places, because of that some places need that the 40% of food is from the remaining places. So if our distribution is correctly, then it's not happened for wasted. It will used for another places also.
Very well said by chest number 7. As our chest number 3 and 6 are saying that we have to export our grains, our food for foreign countries and other neighboring countries. It will definitely improve the trade. But according to a report, that is Global Hunger Report, which passed in 2023 in previous year, our country, India, remains in more than 100th rank in all over the world. So in my opinion, if our country's population is feeling hunger, why we will share our grains with other country? It is not good, in my opinion. So for that we have to distribute it, and we have to improve the distribution system, and for that we can do the public involvement can also be done, so that they will improve our distribution system by checking that which community is not getting the much amount of food and which is getting more.
I respect point of chest number 1 and 5, as they mentioned the distribution system needs to be improved. The storage, as you mentioned, the storage facility is not there. The grains are being subsidized. So here I would like to mention that the public distribution system is further divided on the 4 bases. One the hilly region, one the coastal region, one the basic area where the tribals are living, and further one more is there. So at this point, if we see about the schemes implemented by the government, it was only the 15 lakh which was in 2005 year. Now if we consider about the year 2023, it used to be increased by the 23%. So basically there is a need in our country for the proper distribution of the system. Though there is a storage, but the proper distribution is not, grains and foods are not being supplied to the needy peoples.
As a former speaker about public distribution system, chest number 1 and chest number 2. But I think for the distribution system, Indian government providing MSP for the farmers. There is 23 food grains, in which the 7 is cereals, 7 for oil seeds, 5 for pulses, and 4 for the commercial crops. So it will providing the world's most welfare scheme to the poor people. Around 80 crore people are benefited by this program. So we need, but the transportation and our storage facility is very deteriorated in condition. So we have to increase our facilities to get good amount of food to the poor peoples. And if I give you the another stats, we have the 47% of storage capacity, but in which 47% capacity, 15% get rotted due to various reasons like pests, fungal, and the water. I think the storage facility is needed because we have to get to the poor in many places.
Last year, because of the war between the Russia and Ukraine, we have emerged as one of the largest exporter in the world. But because of the poor infrastructure, we are somewhere lagging behind and not able to export up to our full potential. And also, like, our government is continuously trying to expand our food storage capacity, where continuously government has provided around 1 lakh crore money for the establishment of the food storage, largest food storage capacity godown, where in every block we'll be constructing around 2,000 tons of storage capacity godown in every block, which will be a huge establishment for, which will be huge support for India to expand their export. Also, I want to talk about the food wastage. Like everywhere, a large number of food wastage has been happening in the mandi, where many vehicles have been, along with their food grains, have been in a line, where many foods are not able to reach to the godown and the food storage capacity, and we almost lose a large amount of food grains because of that.
I respect all the former speaker, but friends, if we seen that 30% of the total food production in the storage facility in our country is getting wasted because of the bad weather condition and the variation in rainfall system. Friends, if we use that food production to the further in better way, like we export that food production to the other country, it will be benefit for us, also for the farmer and for the economic growth of our country. And also we can enhance our export from the crops, like we mostly export the crops, the rice. So we can further enhance to the other crops like the pulses and the other oil seeds and the mustard seeds. So it will benefit for us. That also we seen that because of the green revolution in the Punjab and Haryana region, we mostly grow the crop like the wheat and the rice. If it can also shift it to the other crops, and also it can be helpful for the farmers of that particular region. Thank you.
I completely agree with the former speakers. Like just number 1 is also said before that our country is ranked 111 in World Hunger Index. But if you see that reality, the Pakistan rank around 90%. But in reality, it is different, completely different. In reality, Pakistan is having more hunger than India. So these reported could not be that much accurate in the ground. So according to me, the main thing is all around export of our agriculture product, because if we could not export our agriculture product, we could not increase our farmers' income and financially could not become them stable. Like we all know that in storage facility like just number A is said that many of the vehicles get, many of the food grains get deteriorated, but if we not took that remaining grain to the export part and send them to, like just number 3 said that in our neighboring country like Thailand and other neighboring countries, so we can eventually help to our farmer only. So I think for me it's all about exporting the things.
I partially disagree with chest number 6, because if we have to grow economically, we should see the countries which are above India. So rather than seeing Pakistan, we should see China, because in population wise we are equivalent. By the production of agriculture, we are also equivalent, because China is the largest producer of wheat and rice. India is the second largest producer of wheat and rice, and their storage capacity is much, much larger than India. So we have to set a benchmark that is above India. And I believe that to export, India needs to, even for the export, India needs to have storage capacity, because it is about the agricultural crop, which is a perishable commodity, and that needs to be stored after the post-harvest processes. And the types of crops that India produces is of various kind. For example, different kinds of storage needs. For example, dry storage, cold storage, refrigerated storage, and most of the staple crops, for example, wheat, is stored in open silos. So that needs to be refurbished.
Here I would like to add one data that if seen by the report, the 15% of the Indian population is sleeping hunger. They are not even getting a single square of a meal per day. So this is just because of the food is not practically distributed from the below ground level to the upper level, high level. So I think we should need to improve our implementation to improve the distribution system very firstly. And as per the report, an average storage and the agriculture and manufacturing of the crops can be marked up, that how many storage capacity should be there and how much crop should be cultivated. So according to this, if the presently we have seen that hunger index in India is lagging behind, so instead of talking about the storage capacity, we should first focus on the on the distribution of the system.
As many of my former speakers are saying about storage, so I want to ask one thing only, that what we will do ultimately by storing these grains and these foods. We have to ultimately we have to distribute it. So firstly we have to focus on this distribution only, and for that what we can do, we can make a transparent distribution system which can easily be checked whether regularly whether it is properly distributed these grains or not, whether these grains are distributed to those people as said by chest number 2, that about 15% of the population are sleeping hunger daily. So we have to make a leader from those people only to check that whether this food is distributed to those people or not, whether this food is going on the hand of those, or it is going on the hand of landlords or other platform. So we have to improve our distribution system, in my opinion.
It was full of facts, data and examples, and the research that you have done regarding the topic is wonderful. Good luck, and I'm expecting a great result from your side. Good luck, guys.